What up, people? It's your boy Master Trudy out here with another review. So, this is a little bit different from your usual Marvel or DC comic. So, I am also very interested in indie stuff, and I recently found out about a certain comic indie company called Midas Monkey, and they're up and coming. And this title, Yohance, it looked very intriguing to me. So I thought I'd give it a review. I've had it for a while, but I started reviewing comics pretty much in the beginning of July. So I'd like to give you all a different view, and I have to say that the art looks very wonderful. It's very well done. It's basically a space odyssey about a thief who, goes in and stealing stuff. I haven't got my hands on issue 2, which has come out recently, but I will. So let's get into it. Yohance, the Ekangeni Crystal. This is a very African-based comic style, and it's very beautiful as well. Written by Paul Louise Julie, who I'm assuming might be Haitian. As you can see, Midas Monkey. Midas Monkey. Yeah, that's it. So, this is Midas Monkey production, and we can see by Paul Louise. You see Yohance, are you there? His computer, or robot buddy, wake up for a second. Oh, well, that's very good. So it's pretty much saying Yohance, it's like, I'm up. Get out of here, we're coming into the, Aurora system. Yeah, Chuba, activate. So you got this little robot power right here. It's basically spitting some language. It said, yeah, I know, clean, but it's mess up. It's like, today is finally the day, buddy. 5 cycles, and now the big score we've been waiting for. More uneligible language, one more job like this, and we could finally be set. So it's definitely said that he's agreed. And then, his robot friend is like, he was still speaking in the language, and he said, stop fussing, I told you, we'll buy those parts you wanted after the next job. So it goes down. Like I said, the art is very nice, I think. Very well done. And you see, it took you long enough, and then we see his first mate right here. It's like, nice to see you too, Miyabi. Start the landing cycle and stay on the beacon. And he's like, cycle initiated. So, you sure we can count the information? Because if we're wrong, this will be a very short trip. And it's like, relax, Miyabi, the info is fine. I've been working on this job for months, remember? It's like, no, Kana's been working on this job for months. Same thing. It's time to make some money. So there's very much a very dark use of the color. A lot of red, pink used in it as well, which I think the artist used as well. So the ship is well designed. So we're getting everything in order. And then we get this beautiful shot right here. This is Aurora, the gas mining planet. And we see his partner right here saying the beacon's coming from a city about 2 Mayars from us. So that's like a different distance unit. And it's like initiate cloaking. And once again, this is a very nice piece of art. I think it is. Very nice. So, it's like, we're approaching target. You should get ready. So, the ship is going in, they're cloaking. They're about to steal something. That is a big score. And then, basically, they found their target. It's like, there she is. What did I tell you? His partner's like, the day's not over yet. It's like, you're such a cynic, Yappy. It's like, well, you programmed me. You programmed me this way. It's like, don't be like that. Kana doesn't make mistakes. Besides, I just got this thing fitted with hover capability. If it works, I won't have to do anything. Say, keep the ship above the traffic lines. Under no circumstances are you allowed to show up on their radar. I don't want a repeat of what happened on Kalufa 9. Hold up. You forgot your spear. He's like, thanks, buddy. So that little buddy of his that was talking that illegible language gets him his weapon, and then he's like putting on his gear, and it's like, let me know if any Killzane fighters are in the area. He said, got it. See you on the other side. So He basically got a simple drop, and I think that the use of monocolors is actually pretty good. And his helmet's like computer lock on target shield. So he starts surfing on this shield right here, and he keeps surfing. And he's like, whoa, scan. So he's scanning the building, and he's noticed his target, which is Jewel, and he's like, annihilate hollow transfer lock, which basically would, my guess, transfer the solid diamond into his hand and replace it with a hologram. He's like, almost there. Lock engage. We're getting hollow transfer. He's like, too easy. 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%. He's like, come on. And his partner in the obvious like, what's taking so long? 100% transfer. Because he's like, yes. And his partner's like, Yohance, do you have it? Yep. Told you I would. He's like, and our friends don't suspect a thing. The hologram is working beautifully. They think it's a real thing. And apparently his shield ran out of power. Like, obviously. And he falls. And he's hanging on the building. And the diamond drops. And the guards notice that he's on top of the roof. And his partner's like, what happened? Remind me to kill Jibe when we get out of this. It's like, that was close. But then we see, hold your fire. He may have the auto activate on the guards. Notice him? He's like, great. So, they bring out their weapons. He brings out a spear, which is, pretty nice. So they engage in contact. And, it's a pretty bloody stuff. He's blocking. Combat's pretty good. Lops up a couple heads. Throws a spear. Bam. Opening fire. Asks for a shield. Blocks. Picks up his spear. And then, he does some more brutal killing. And he manages to control it based on his palm. And bam. So, he grabs a spear. He's like, Nabi, I got it. Come up. He's like, come get me, pretty much. I'm coming up. So we see that fighters are coming. And he drops the diamond again. And so he's like, come on, this is supposed to be easy. Like a Maverick thief he is. So he's like, computer, initiate traction lock. It's that traction lock complete. So he does it, levitates it back to his hand, like, gotcha. Now, but bring down the ship. But you said, it's like, I know what I said, damn it. Bring down the ship. I'm free falling here. It's like, fine. No need to yell. So, the ship is coming. He's free falling. And he's like, yeah, but. And, we got a nice scene of like, what is a regular farmer right here. Bam. And, he's like, what are you waiting for? It's like almost there, within range. And then he teleports him to the ship. It's like, ow, why must this day hurt so much? And it's like, did you do this? Like, yeah. Did you get it? Yeah, give me the controls. So, we see the Kasane fighters are coming out. Halt. It's like, hang on. And we got a brilliant firefight. Well, not firefight, but an escape. Well, yeah, firefight and escape, basically. It's like, he's like, our right sub proposal has been hit. Chuba, get out there so we can make the jump. So we see the small guy trying to make the repairs, and we see that the somebody is locked onto them. Target's locked, and the obvious like they locked onto us, and it's like, wait for it. It's like, now vertical leap. So he managed to outmaneuver them, and he's like, yeah, I love doing that, and the pilot can't find him. He said, now let's get out of here. So now we get to the planet Kalfani, which is a water planet. This is like, it goes from like this warm colors to these cool colors. You can literally feel the atmosphere change, which is pretty good. It's like, and the obvious like a shirt contestant was like, well, you just tell, she wasn't wrong about the drill, was she? It's like, you're late. I ran into some technical difficulties. It's like, I ran into some technical difficulties, like inside, so nothing I couldn't handle, so, they share the skills. It's like, did you get it? It's like, I knew it. And she's like, it's gorgeous. And this is like a very realistic type of drawing with the facials. It's like, yes, but that's not why the jewel. But then Yohance is like, yes, that's not why the jewel is so valuable. The jewel hides in the coded map. It's like a map to what? It's like the lost city of Ekengeni. But we need to dis- but we need it. But we need to decode its decoder. It's like that's wonderful. But I'll take it from here. You see that she got her weapon, the double cross. It's like Queen quit playing, and his body's like, bruh. It's like, oh, I'm not playing. Did you think I'd forget how you depleted my fuel cells and left me so stranded in space just so that you could beat me to that treasure in the Temple of Marana? It's like, really came out? You still mad about that? I came back for you, did I? You sent an anonymous tip to the local authorities. I had to spend 6 months in a Mora jail. No, this time it is you who gets left behind. And Kenshishi's not pleased. Hey, Kana, think about what you're doing. It's like, I have. It's like, look, I'm sorry, okay? That doesn't mean we can't work together on this one. We make such a great team. Plus, I love you. And he's like, whatever, playboy. And it's like, Kana, wait. And you see Kana, it's like, you gotta stop doing this to each other. So, we see Niabi's like, told you she was gonna do it. Yeah, but I'm so crazy about that woman. It's like, that's great. But now what? She has a jewel. Like, places my little friend. I kept it. Like, you kept it? Yeah. But I saw you give it to her. And we see a nice purple stuff like too. So she's in her ship. Then she's noticed something about the jewel. And then we see that the stuff starts blipping as a hologram. It's like, oh, that mother. It's like, Yohance? It's like she doesn't know that I got the new holo swapper. It's like, so where to now? We need to find that ship before Kana does. And to be continued. Then we see the story continues in Yohance, which is another video. Apparently this author is doing a lot. He's trying to do like a theatrical release of his movie on the local end. This is another comic title. The art here looks pretty good. Very good. Another title, and then the pack, which is another title, which looks very nice. And more titles, Dwarves and Kush. And more titles, Candace Nubia, and then his shop. And that is it. So, I thought I'd deliver you guys something new with more of an independent feel of an independent comic. I thought this was pretty nice. Art was spectacular. I thought the story was, a little more straightforward. So I'll give this an 8 out of 10. Want to thank y'all for taking the time to enjoy this review with me. I know that there's a lot that needs to be done in the comic industry. Conservative Narrative had a very good video of his passion and feelings about that. Check him out. Keep on looking, and if you're interested in comics, keep on reading. Thanks again for listening, and have a nice evening or morning. It's like past midnight over here, so enjoy.